Narrator. In the heart of 19th century England, a boy wandered through the lush landscapes of Shrewsbury, unaware that his curiosity would one day reshape the very foundations of science and our understanding of life itself. This is the story of Charles Darwin, a man whose insatiable quest for knowledge and truth led him to uncover the mysteries of evolution, a path fraught with controversy, yet illuminated by the light of discovery. Narrator. Born on February 12, 1809, into a well-to-do family, Charles was the fifth of 6 children. His father, Robert Waring Darwin, was a prominent physician, and his mother, Susanna, descended from a lineage of thinkers and innovators. The world around young Charles was one of privilege, yet it teemed with the potential for discovery. Narrator. From an
early age, Charles displayed an insatiable curiosity for the natural world. The gardens of his childhood were his first laboratory, where he immersed himself in the wonders of botany and entomology. The sights and sounds of nature whispered secrets to him, igniting a passion that would later fuel his revolutionary theories. Narrator. Yet, not all was idyllic. Young Darwin was a dreamer, often lost in thought, preferring the company of nature to the rigors of formal education. His school years were marked by a sense of isolation. He was often ridiculed for his reluctance to engage in the competitive spirit of his peers. Narrator. Robert Darwin, a man of unwavering expectations, wished for his son to follow a traditional path into medicine. At the insistence of his father, Charles enrolled
at the University of Edinburgh in 1825 to study medicine, but the sterile environment of the operating room repulsed him. The notion of surgery, with its blood and pain, haunted him, pushing him further into the embrace of the natural sciences. Narrator. It was during these years at Edinburgh that Charles was introduced to the ideas of renowned thinkers such as James Hutton and Charles Lyell, whose theories on geological time and the Earth's processes began to shape Darwin's understanding of life's complexity. The ancient rocks of Scotland, formed over millennia, whispered tales of change and adaptation, igniting a spark of inspiration. Narrator. The young naturalist found solace in the halls of the museum, where he could explore the wonders of life without the constraints of societal
expectations. Each specimen told a story, each fossil a glimpse into a world long vanished. This was where his mind began to wander, contemplating the interconnectedness of living beings. Narrator. In 1828, after a brief stint at Edinburgh, Darwin returned home, much to his father's dismay. Yet, it was during this time that he began to cultivate relationships with key figures in the natural sciences, including botanist John Stevens Henslow, who would become a mentor and catalyst for his future adventures. Narrator. In 1831, a letter arrived that would forever alter the course of his life. Henslow had recommended Darwin for a position as the ship's naturalist aboard the HMS Beagle, a vessel set to embark on a scientific expedition around the world. The call of adventure resonated deeply
within him, and the prospect of exploration ignited the flame of ambition that had long smoldered within. Narrator. On December 27, 1831, the HMS Beagle set sail, carrying with it not only a crew of sailors but the hopes and dreams of a young man eager to unveil the mysteries of the natural world. The ship creaked and groaned as it navigated the turbulent waters, bound for distant shores and uncharted territories. Narrator. The voyage was to last nearly 5 years, a journey that would take Darwin across the Atlantic to the coasts of South America, the Galapagos Islands, and beyond. Each destination brought with it a kaleidoscope of experiences: the lush rainforests of Brazil, the arid landscapes of Patagonia, and the volcanic wonders of the Galapagos. Narrator. As he journeyed, Darwin meticulously documented his observations, collecting specimens and taking notes. The ship became his floating laboratory, a world in itself, where he would ponder the interplay of nature's design. The vibrant colors of exotic birds, the strange shapes of marine life, and the diversity of flora and fauna inspired thoughts that would linger long after the voyage ended. Narrator. In the Galapagos Islands, he encountered a living laboratory, a place where nature's hand had sculpted unique species, each adapted to its environment in ways that defied conventional understanding. Here, the famous finches, with their diverse beak shapes, would plant the seeds of an idea that would grow into a revolutionary theory. Narrator. But the voyage was not without its challenges. Storms raged and tensions
rose among the crew. Darwin's resolve was tested, yet he found solace in the rhythm of the sea and the wonders that lay beyond each wave. The expedition was a crucible, forging his thoughts on adaptation and survival in the relentless dance of life. Narrator: as the Beagle returned to England in 1836, Darwin was not the same man who had set sail. He bore the weight of his discoveries, the seeds of his revolutionary ideas taking root in the fertile soil of his mind. What he had witnessed, the intricate tapestry of life, would forever change the course of science and humanity's understanding of its place in the natural world. Part 3. The formulation of natural selection. Narrator: in the solitude of his study at Down House, Charles Darwin wrestled with the profound implications of his
Observations. The Galapagos Islands had unveiled a world teeming with diversity, yet it was the striking variations among finches, their beaks adapted to different food sources, that sparked the most pivotal idea of his career: natural selection. Narrator: as he meticulously analyzed the data collected during his voyage, Darwin began to formulate a theory that would challenge the very foundations of biological thought. Natural selection, he posited, was not merely a mechanism for survival, it was the driving force behind evolution itself. He envisioned a world where organisms, driven by a struggle for existence, would adapt over generations, leading to the emergence of new species. Narrator: but the road to this revolutionary theory was fraught with doubt and hesitation. Darwin was acutely aware of the radical implications of his ideas. The prevailing belief in fixity of species, rooted in religious doctrine, stood in stark contrast to his findings. He grappled with the fear of social ostracism and the potential backlash from the scientific community. Narrator: yet, the passion for truth drove him forward. He meticulously gathered evidence, drawing upon the works of naturalists and breeders to articulate his vision. In 1859, after over 2 decades of contemplation, Darwin was finally ready to present his ideas to the world. Part 4. Publication and public reception. Narrator: on November 24, 1859, On the Origin of Species, was published, sending shockwaves through society. The book was not merely a scientific treatise, it was a manifesto of change, challenging the very essence
of humanity's understanding of itself. The initial response was a mix of intrigue and outrage. Narrator: some hailed Darwin as a genius, recognizing the brilliance of his argument, that species are not immutable but rather in a constant state of flux, shaped by their environments. Others, however, were vehemently opposed, viewing his ideas as an affront to religious teachings. Critics accused him of undermining the moral fabric of society, while supporters found solace in the scientific rationale that explained the diversity of life. Narrator: the debates ignited by Darwin's work were not confined to academic circles. Public lectures drew large crowds, with passionate discussions spilling into pubs and salons. The implications of natural selection resonated with a society grappling with
the Industrial Revolution, offering a new lens through which to understand progress and adaptation. Narrator: despite the controversies, Darwin remained steadfast. He continued to refine his theories, addressing criticisms and expanding his ideas in subsequent editions of his work. His correspondence with fellow naturalists and scientists revealed a man deeply committed to the pursuit of knowledge, eager to engage with alternative perspectives while remaining grounded in empirical evidence. Narrator: the seeds of Darwin's theory bore fruit in numerous scientific fields, paving the way for advancements in genetics, paleontology, and ecology. Natural selection became a cornerstone of modern biology, influencing thinkers across disciplines and redefining the relationship between humanity and
the natural world. Outro. Narrator: Charles Darwin's legacy endures, a testament to the power of observation, inquiry, and the courage to challenge established beliefs. His journey from the shores of the Galapagos to the halls of scientific discourse was not merely a personal evolution but a monumental shift in human understanding. Narrator: the intricate tapestry of life that Darwin unveiled reminds us that we are part of a larger biological narrative, one that is constantly evolving, shaped by the forces of nature and time. In a world facing unprecedented challenges, climate change, biodiversity loss, and ethical dilemmas in science, Darwin's insights remain ever relevant, urging us to embrace curiosity and adapt in the face of adversity. Narrator: as we continue to explore the mysteries of
life, let us carry forth the spirit of inquiry that Darwin embodied. For in understanding our origins, we may better navigate our future, ensuring that the legacy of evolution is one of harmony, respect, and stewardship for the planet we call home.